Okay, hi again, everybody. I really apologize for the hiccup. I don't know what just happened. Hopefully, it's fixed and you can see me and mostly hear me. So, I'm very excited to be with all of you today for another weekly session. Today, we're going to work on limiting beliefs and help you finally unleash your potential. So, before we get started, if you are watching the replay, please type in hashtag replay. And if you're watching live, feel free to engage. So, I have a present for you. I'm offering my ebook called Chaos Mastery. I've designed this ebook to help you overcome overwhelmed with this new season change, kids restarting school, us being back to work after the summertime, there's loads going on. And I believe we can all benefit from a system to help us manage feeling stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed. So if you feel like this is something that can help you in your life, feel free to just DM me the word stress and I will send it to you. Again, this is free. It's my gift to you. So use this as an opportunity. You will not find this system anywhere else out there because it's mine. I created it and I use it every day. So again, jump on this opportunity. So let's get started. Let's just jump right to it. And let's start with having this feeling that something is keeping you stuck in your life, or like you're going around in circle, trapped in an insane, same old routine. Maybe you wish you could have a different life. You could do things differently, but for some reason you feel like you're stuck and you can't stop thinking there's just no way out. You look at your parents' life, you look at your friends' life, and your neighbors, and all you see is people being trapped and not even resisting it. But what makes us become trap adults from being these bubbly, adventurous, risk taking kids? Belief. It's our belief. Well, our limiting beliefs. In the coaching world, we call them a limiting beliefs for a reason. Because as the wording indicates, they're like door stoppers to success. They define our capability. And today we're going to understand um, what they're about, identify where they come from, and most importantly, how limiting belief impacts your thoughts, action, decision, often without you knowing and realizing it. And by the end of this session, you'll know how to replace them. Okay, so what are limiting beliefs and why should you care in the first place? Think of them as old rusty scripts playing in the background of our mind, telling us we're not deserving of success, um, we can't change, or we're just not lucky enough to have this or have that. It's like having a nagging voice in your head saying, you can't do this. They are thoughts we carry around that say, we're not good at this or not good at that. They're like little mental stop signs that hold us back from reaching our potential and living the life we dream of. But here's the thing, it's not just about the doubting effect on ourselves, um, because that's a problem, but it also affects everything else. Limiting beliefs are reasons we give ourselves not to try, not to aim higher, and to stay in what feels safe and comfortable. Okay, for example, after a breakup, you might decide to remain single because you're afraid of getting hurt again. I'm sorry, that's just the coffee machine. Um, or we stay in a job for years even if we're not happy because it feels safe, and safe when we believe that we're not good at doing anything else It feels like the smartest things to do, right? But I want you right here, right now, to consider this. When you let a limiting belief take over, you stop growing. I'm going to say it again. When we let limiting beliefs take over, we stop our growth, our development. Now, picture a plant that stopped growing and developing. Think about what happens next. Okay, now think about what happens to you when you neglect yourself, disregard your well being, disregard joy, personal and professional satisfaction. Don't we owe it to ourselves to break free from mental prison? Before you can free yourself, you must identify those beliefs and understand where they come from so you can stop the process and eventually embed something else. So let's look at ways to identify your own limiting beliefs. See these beliefs, they didn't just appear magically out of nowhere and suddenly manifested into your life. They were passed on to you. Like one of these good old family recipes. Let's say that through your life, various people handed you ingredients for a recipe you never asked for. They're labeled. They labeled you with tags like not good at school, reserved, socially awkward, or just the pretty one, or any other judgment. And over time, you've taken this ingredient and cooked up a story about yourself. This may have happened when you were just a child, dependable on adults and unable to defend yourself. But understand that you're no longer that person. You're no longer that helpless child. You're a grown up and you don't depend on anybody anymore. You can stand up for yourself, and actually you should, because you're in charge here. But you've got to be willing to go beyond what you see. Be willing to investigate how your mind works. Stop using cover up stories for your behavior. Stop accepting your behavior as something that just is. You're meant to grow, develop, and evolve. Understand and accept the role you play. Ask yourself if you've ever caught yourself thinking, I have no skills. I will never find true love, or I'm no good at studying. Understand that these are the stories we tell ourselves. And that's the thing. It all starts with being labeled at some point in your life, or experience a difficult or a terrible situation or event that created a strong emotional response resulting in trauma. And understand that beliefs often take root from past experiences, moments when we felt less than perfect or a worse, like a total failure, and deeply ashamed about a mistake we made. That moment, that experience formed a memory. It was stored in the subconscious mind. The mind latches on these experiences and start crafting a story around them. A story that says this is who you are, this is what you're capable of, or this is what you're not capable of. I want you to think about what you think when you think about it. I want you to think about what you think about when you think about it. Because these ideas that seem to pop up into your head in the shape of a whisper are yours. They are your thoughts. They're your interpretation, your stories. Those whisper are things like you'll never succeed. Look at you. Who would want that? I can either do what I love or make money. All those limiting beliefs are based on the following recipes passed on to you and conclusion from past experiences. But you are the one cultivating them. And by playing them on repeat, you convince yourself that this is who you are. And just like that, you stop your growth and your development. Realize that the primary influence in your life is yourself. Those are your words. This is your story. This is the story you keep telling yourself. Now, only you can change that because what matters the most is the story you tell. It's the words you tell yourself. You're the only one who can make a true difference. So empower yourself to change those words, empower yourself to improve that story. Change the radio you're broadcasting and play a different song. One that's uplifting and moves you to the top instead of keeping you trapped at the bottom. Refuse to be that neglected plant that was stopped in its growth or in its development. Picture limiting beliefs as old worn up clothes that no longer fit you. You deserve clothes that fit you and make you shine. Understand and picture those beliefs are as virus spreading across your entire life in your career but also in your relationship, in your health choices, and how satisfied you feel in your life in general. You can rewrite your story and make room for a life that matches your true potential, and it starts today by understanding their impact, learning how to identify them and replace them. So, no dozing off during this session. You stay with me. I need your full attention. You need to do that for yourself. Here's how you can identify them. Let me use an example to make it clearer to understand. Imagine that you have a dream, a goal, something you've always wanted to achieve, whether it's in your career, your relationship, or your personal life. But these beliefs, they start popping up and saying, who do you think you are to pursue that dream? You're not qualified for this. Let me make it very simple. Where there's doubt, there's limiting beliefs. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings, especially when you're about to take action or make decision. Ask yourself if any thoughts make you doubt yourself or your abilities. Do you ever feel a sense of fear or anxiety when thinking about your goals? Think about what you think about when you think about it. Investigate those thoughts and feelings because they're holding you back. Just because they're holding you back. And that makes it a big deal. And trust me, once you start paying attention, you notice them more often than you think. But then it will be like an automatism to change them, to replace them. You'll do that on automatic. It will feel easier and easier with time. Let me tell you now why identifying those limiting beliefs matter. Because they influence your behavior, and behind each behavior, there's a trigger. Let me use a couple of examples just to demonstrate that. Okay, so imagine that you have a lot of work to do, but you feel really overwhelmed because, well, there's so much to do. And you start scrolling through your social media feed like my sister does, and you start watching cute cat videos instead of completing your to do list. The- Here, the behavior is easy to identify. You procrastinate instead of working or studying, and the trigger, feeling overwhelmed and wanting to escape stress. In this example, the trigger, overwhelm, leads to the procrastination behavior. because our emotion and mental states can influence our actions. Let me use another example. It's Friday night and you had a long stressful week at work. You promise yourself you'd eat healthier in general, but you can't be bothered cooking. And even if you know that would be the best option for you, instead you order pizza or maybe fried chicken or maybe both. You turn on Netflix and all that just to relax. In this scenario, the behavior is eating pizza and fried chicken. The trigger is stress and the desire to unwind after a tough week. Can you see how the trigger, stress, and the need for relaxation leads to the behavior eating pizza and fried chicken? Whether it's stress leading to comfort eating or boredom triggering social media scrolling, it's the trigger that leads to the behavior. And it can be pretty challenging to change a behavior you don't know what triggers it in the first place. Unless you know what triggers it in the first place, changing it just seems very difficult. So let's get you the knowledge you need to start reshaping your belief and not restart, but rewrite your script. Here's how. Here's how those beliefs influence our behavior, action, decision, and thoughts. They can create patterns of behavior. Let's say that you're constantly telling yourself that opportunities come rare and that success is reserved to the elites. You will see the world through a lens of a limitation. Your belief not only shapes your internal world, but it also um, changes how you perceive the external one. This perception affects your interaction with others and your willingness to take chances and how you experience life itself. For example, when you believe that the world is against you, well, very quickly it becomes a self fulfilling prophecy. Just like that, you limit your potential experiences. When you're constantly doubting your abilities in self worth, it's challenging to step into your potential and make meaningful impact in the world. Limiting belief can stand in the way of you becoming the best version of yourself. Understand that one's purpose often always taking risk and getting out of your comfort zone. I don't like the word risk, so let's change it, let's replace it and use chance. It's about taking a chance of pursuing your path, pursuing the path that you're willing to carve for yourself. Limiting belief keep you attached to what's familiar, preventing you from exploring something new, feeling more alive, embracing your true calling. You may be afraid to set ambitions and goals and pursue your dreams because you fear the possibility of failure, of judgment from others. This fear of wanting more can keep you in a state of longing without taking action, making you hesitate to chase your dream or seize opportunities that could lead you to a more fulfilling life. Remember that it all starts with awareness. Recognize how these beliefs manifest in your life. This is the first step to freeing yourself. Let's take a more vivid example. Imagine that you have a dream or a goal that you're genuinely passionate about. It could be starting your own business or pursuing a creative project or making a significant career change. but you're really excited about it. But then those limiting beliefs start just eating up your mind. And they whisper something like, you don't have what it takes, leading you to second guess your dreams and decision, causing you to play it safe and stay within your comfort zone. And just like that, you abandon your dreams or settle for a less fulfilling path, all because those limiting beliefs convinced you that you couldn't achieve what you truly desire. Your dreams become something that seems out of reach. Your beliefs about, well, your beliefs about yourself also influence the choices you make in general in your personal life, particularly when choosing a life partner. Think about it. Look back into your past and ask yourself if you've ever been in a relationship where you felt you were undervalued or mistreated. Those beliefs can lead you to tell yourself that you don't deserve a loving and respectful partner, causing you to tolerate toxic behaviors, causing you to tolerate a toxic relationship. Those beliefs can keep you trapped in a cycle of accepting less than you deserve, leaving you a feeling unfulfilled and unhappy in your personal life. They can also act like a door stopper to abundance, and by making you believe that scarcity is the norm. If you constantly tell yourself there's never enough or I'll never have what I want, watch it, because you're creating a self fulfilling prophecy of scarcity. You're limiting your abilities to create abundance and manifest your desires. Let's say you believe that the world is a cruel and unforgiving place for people like you. You'll approach life with a defensive mindset. And just like that, you'll create again a self fulfilling prophecy, leading you to obstacles and challenges and close to no opportunity in your opportunities in your path. You may be afraid to set goals and pursue your dreams because you fear the possibility of failing or being judged by others. This fear can lead you to a life of stagnation where you remain in that comfortable zone, in a comfortable zone that offers security but mainly lack of purpose. Limiting belief distorts our self image because they can convince you that you're not enough or not smart enough or not talented enough. These negative this negative self-image can have an impact in every aspects of your life, from how you perceive yourself in the mirror to how you present yourself in a personal setting and how you feel like you can't be yourself on a date or in any other situations. Let's say that there's a promotion and you believe that you're not enough. You may not even bother to apply. If you think that you're not attractive enough, you might avoid social settings and, situations. These beliefs can lead you to miss opportunity and diminish your sense of self worth. Understand that limiting beliefs often stem from past traumas or negative past experiences. They're like emotional scars that continue to hurt long after the incident. The interpretation you give to those events shape your beliefs, shape the beliefs you have about yourself, the world, and people. Let's make it more vivid and use another scenario here. Um, I'm going to use a scenario that almost everybody can relate to. Imagine that you start dating someone, you have an incredible connection with this person, and you feel the spark from the first date. There's a natural chemistry, and you know how the mind wanders and you start making all these plans in your head about a possible future. And from there, you start imagining a life with that person, daydreaming about naming your future kids. Every second with that person feels like you hit the jackpot. And it's just been a few weeks, but you head over heels. And then that's when it happens. You hear the "we need to talk" statement, followed by "it's not you, it's me." And every word after that fades away. You store and register and label that moment, that incident, as my terrible breakup with the love of my life. And each time you think about, which is, every day for a while, you keep replaying um, these words in your head. You keep replaying over and over again, "it's not you, it's me." And you keep telling yourself, "of course it's me. I'm the problem. There's something wrong with me." And that's how you're building the belief that you're not good enough for a loving relationship. And just like that, you're tarnishing your perception of self. That thought makes you feel sad, lonely, helpless, and unworthy. And gradually, you're building a limiting belief that you can't even cook up a decent relationship when everyone around you is married or about to. This story then influences your behavior. You begin to ask yourself, why bother trying if it's to be rejected or heartbroken again? So you stop. You stop making an effort, you stop putting yourself out there, you stop interacting with potential partners, you withdraw, retract into your little space. And you keep cultivating the thoughts that you have nothing to offer. And just like that, you give up on love and avoid romantic setting. If you've experienced rejection or failure in the past, your mind might have constructed the belief that you're unworthy of success or unworthy of love. Again, belief can become a self fulfilling prophecy, preventing you from going after what you want or giving yourself a chance to experience healthy relationship. From that day, from that incident, you've assigned yourself a tag, a label that says, "I'm not good enough to be in a loving relationship," or "I'm not good enough to do that job. I don't have those skills." And it influences your behavior. And you justify it by, "I have nothing to offer anyway," or "I'm not good enough anyway." That label has become how you see yourself. This is just an example I've chosen for today, but the tag, the label thing, could have been anything. It could have been, "I'm not good at school," or "socially awkward," or "I'm not good at communicating my needs." The process and reframing techniques apply the same way here. Understand the mechanics at play. See your mind as an old radio station with different stations playing various thoughts and behavior. Some of these stations broadcast limiting beliefs based on past experiences, like a broken record playing the same tune over and over and over again. Your subconscious mind is the DJ in charge of selecting which station to tune into based on your current situation. If it selects the "I'm not good enough" station or "I always fail" station, you will hear those negative messages on repeat. Here, limiting beliefs are like the unwanted radio station that disrupt your mental airways. But you can grab the DJ's microphone and switch to a more empowering station, one that plays thoughts like, I'm capable, I can achieve my goals. It's all about changing the right frequency for a positive mindset. Switch to a more empowering station. Accept that limiting beliefs are not set in stones. They're just patterns of thoughts. But deep down, you know those are just stories you keep telling yourself, meaning that you can challenge them, you can replace them. Okay, now let's look at reframing techniques that will help you transform those limiting beliefs into empowering ones, allowing you to shape your life and relationship consciously. Um, Let me make it very simple. Flip the scenario. Flip the story you keep telling yourself. Let's go back to the scenario we last used about this terrible breakup and flip it. So a bit of context here. You're in the early stage of a relationship. The connection is electric. You can't stop but daydream about future together, and every moment with that person feels like, wow, you hit the jackpot. In just a few weeks, you're head over heels, and one day, that's when it happens. The we need to talk statement. It's not you, it's me. Obviously, you feel terrible about it, and you file this under the category of my life crushing breakup with the love of my life. Now, instead of replaying it, it's not you, it's me. Instead of convincing yourself you're the problem, let's shift gears and reframe the situation. Here's how: remind yourself that it is not a reflection of your self worth. You are more than enough. This breakup is just a chapter in your book, one location on your path. It is not the destination. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and discover what you truly desire in a relationship. Instead of filing it, instead of filing that moment as the worst day of your life, make a conscious effort to tune it down. To tune down what you tell yourself. Maybe even call it the day we part ways. By doing this, you shift from feelings of sadness, helplessness, to a place of resilience and openness to new experiences. And you no longer buy into the beliefs that you can't cultivate a loving relationship. Instead, you know that love is an adventure with both ups and downs. Love always aims to help you grow and reveal who you are. This upgraded version of your inner dialogue will positively impact your behavior because this version refuses, no, sorry, in this version, you refuse to convert the incident into a future trigger. And as you do, you'll see each experience, even unpleasant one, as a stepping stone. You'll realize that there's no need to withdraw or neglect self care. You'll become even more committed to self love and personal growth. Understand and recognize that the love you seek begins with loving yourself. The recognition you seek at work in your career begins with the recognition you give yourself. And you will no longer tell yourself that you have nothing to offer, that you're not good enough. Instead, you'll embrace your unique qualities and strength, knowing that the right person, the right opportunity will come along, and that this person will value you as much as you value yourself. That's where it starts. Remember that the narrative you create for yourself shapes your reality. So reframe those limiting beliefs so you can finally let them go. So they can finally stop holding you back. Change your inner dialogue. So you build self confidence, resilience, and a deep sense of self worth. And in time, it will enable you to make bolder decisions, pursue your dreams with confidence, and create healthier relationships. Your self talk is a direct reflection of your beliefs. If you constantly criticize yourself, describe yourself with negative words, then flip the script. Recognize and embrace your individuality. Empower yourself. Before we wrap up today, here's my surprise to you. Let's do a mini mindfulness exercise. So, depending where you are and how safe you feel, sit comfortably and hold still. And for a few seconds, close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And as you exhale, release any self doubt or limiting beliefs. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. You've rewritten your belief script and confidently take steps towards your goals. You're taking a moment right now with me to visualize your life free from limiting beliefs. It's a life filled with possibilities where you have the confidence to pursue your dreams, where you have the confidence to dream again, to build meaningful relationship, to embrace who you are. See yourself thinking all day that you are enough. Watch yourself seeing your reflection in the mirror. Hear yourself saying that you're a catch, that you're authentic and fun to be around. Hear yourself saying that you have what it takes. Now experience yourself transforming as you cultivate those new thoughts. Watch your interactions with people. See how people react talking to you. Feeling at ease, important, happy, confident, certain that everything you want is available to you. Notice that new behavior in how you hold yourself tall, with your head up high, more open to conversation, willing to put yourself first, making yourself more visible, feeling fearless, growing that belief that you deserve success, that you are enough. that you have what it takes to do whatever you want in life. Now you can see that overcoming limiting beliefs may not always be easy, and you accept that it requires investigation and conscious effort to reframe your thoughts. And you know that this effort is worth it. And most importantly, you know with conviction that you are worthy of having the life you desire. Let it all sink in. Take a deep breath in, feeling transformed. When you're ready, open your eyes. Remember that you're not meant to be stagnant. You are meant to grow, develop, and evolve into the incredible person you decide to create. So start nurturing your growth, both personally and professionally. Okay, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today, maybe a bit more. Um, I hope this session was as transformative as I intended it to be for you today. And when I'm live, I do my best to offer you tools to reset your mindset and improve how you experience life. Remember that you have the power within you to redefine your beliefs, reshape your decision, and rewrite your story. And that's what we started doing together today. You're not bound by limitations of yesterday. Your limitless potential defines you, only that. And the courage to step into the unknown. You are now armed with the knowledge and the tools to identify and reframe limiting beliefs. So take action. The choice to unlock your true potential is yours, and the possibilities are endless. Your change is, well, lies a decision away. So if you're ready to reboot your habits and tackle overwhelms and go to bed feeling accomplished, don't hesitate to shoot me a DM with the word stress, and I will send you the Chaos Mastery ebook that offers a system that will change your relationship with yourself so that you can finally reclaim your life. It's a wrap for today. My name is Matty. I'm your burnout recovery coach and your purpose mentor. Thanks for attending today's session. I hope it was everything you wanted it to be. Leave me a comment on the way out, and I'll catch you hopefully next Friday for another 2.0 session. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'm sending much love your way. Bye.